Yeah, and the reason that I knew I had to ignore it when the other people started coughing at me after I had gotten mad at the one who was doing it like in the middle of the night was I knew the staff person wasn't going to help me. I mean, I knew she didn't I knew she already didn't really want to help me with the person that I was talking to her about, and I knew that if I went to her and said, okay, other people are coughing at me now, she would say something like, when people have to cough, they just have to cough. You know, it's a homeless shelter. You just have to learn to deal with it. And that, or even something even worse, like saying, okay, well, now first you say one person's coughing, now you're saying another person's coughing. She knows perfectly well what's going on. Everybody, you know, pretty much everybody knows. Everybody knows what's going on, right? I mean, whether or not they're truthful about it is another story, right? So instead of acknowledging that it's bullying, the blame gets put on me. Oh, first you say one person's coughing, then you say another person's coughing, and instead of acknowledging that, yeah, you know, once it's realized that, you know, that somebody gets on my nerves, and really you just kind of can't help it at a certain point. You cannot help saying something to somebody if it goes, you know, especially like, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, and not really having slept all that well the night before. It's just, you know, there's only so much a person can take, right? And that's a danger for me. I mean, the idea that it's happened to me many times at other places. I lose my temper and then I get barred, and I cannot afford to get barred from the punishment. I mean, I just don't have another place to stay, you know. And everywhere I go, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same everywhere I go. So, you know, I mean, so there's nothing, and particularly as long as there continues to be denial about what the harassment is and the fact that it's harassment. And the fact that the dynamic, the way that it works is once it just gets worse, the more people are doing it. So that if I say a bunch of people are bullying me, there's no one who's going to walk in to that big room and say, everybody stop this, you know, deliberate coughing and stop bullying people. It's just, the focus all gets put on me. Like, oh, you just stop complaining, because first you say it's one person, then you say it's another person. It's like, yeah, because they're ganging up on me. Right? That's why.